had a one of those freezing fog. Try it again, Francis. A freezing fog bank rolled in, and my goodness, visibility was terrible and beautiful ice patterns everywhere. So I have to tell you. So I think Mother Nature is just letting us know, don't get too comfortable, boys. Supposed to be up to +4, staying above +10 until the beginning of next week, and then it's going to take a nosedive again. So we're getting ready here for Old Man Winter to come in pretty soon. Very fortunate. The folks down in Calgary had to deal with 10 plus centimeters or more, depending on what area you're in, of wet, heavy snow. And of course, that made its way into Saskatchewan. The folks in Moose Jaw got a good load of that, and then it continued on to Winnipeg. So hopefully we'll get lost somewhere in Ontario and stay the heck out of the Maritimes. I don't want you guys to get any of this garbage yet. Other than that, Jim, we're just getting ready to take a run out. Got to do a few errands here for supper. Before supper is ready, that is, and I got to get out there. So thanks so much for letting us check in early. Always appreciated. And hope everyone back home is enjoying the weather. Speaking to the boys in Bathurst today on Wires X, and we had a good chuckle. Things are still looking fairly good there, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. You folks in the Maritimes are blessed with nice weather until fall. Goodness knows the folks in Nova Scotia and PEI had a rough enough fall, so hopefully Mother Nature will take kindly and give you guys some good weather. Other than that, Jim, we're going to cut it short here. Thanks so much again for doing the net and letting us check in early. Wishing everyone a great week ahead, and we'll say 7-3 all around. VE1JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA6FP in Wainwright, Alberta. 7-3 all.
VA6FP, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Francis. Yeah, good on everything there. And I was watching of course, just the other day, you guys were in the 20s and stuff like that. Now you're down in the single digits here and next to zero here. So it can change pretty quick. And it's going to do the same here, Francis. We've been having beautiful temperatures. It was 21 again today, and it's supposed to be 20 again tomorrow, and then it's going to 10 on the next day after that. I think it's going to stay around 10 for about 2 or 3 days, and it's going to start to go back up again. So, but anyways, that's all part of it in the Maritimes here. But we don't want any snow yet there. We're usually pretty good until the first of the year there. So. We're going to keep hoping that things will keep going good here until then for sure. Thanks, Francis, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Irishtown and see Paul. VE9PAL, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1JBL, this VE9PAL. How you doing there? Everybody else on the 19 degrees here, pitch black, but it was a beautiful day. Can't complain at all. Anyway, you guys all have a great week. Take care of yourselves. VE9PAL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Paul. Very good. Yeah. I imagine it'd be a nice day up there too. So, anyways, have yourself a good evening there, and a good week, and we'll catch you again next week on the same channel here. So, 7-3 for now. And in the Moncton, we'll go and see Pat, VE1JBR, VE1JBL. Good evening.
Good evening, coming everybody on the net. VE1JPR here, portable from Halifax, and I think I'm in the same hotel here as GC. I saw his torque there, so and no, I'd be able to hit the repeater quite handily here with just a little damp and it's starting to cool off here, but foggy, a real heavy fog most of the day. So got good work done here around the area. Headed home. 3 to all. Stay safe. VE1JPR, portable in Halifax.
VE1JPR, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Pat. Good on everything there, and good on the trip into Halifax there, and you have to go over Simplex there and see if you can get a hold of Gordon there down in the city there. So he's in Halifax there too tonight. So very good. Thanks, Pat. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that's the short time stations and mobile stations. So let's open it up now for the regular check-in. So first we'll go to Prince Edward Island. Any stations from PEI that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net? This is your time. Come on in. Any stations from Prince Edward Island? Any stations from PEI that would like to check into the net? Go ahead. Nothing heard on the first round for PEI, so let's go into Nova Scotia. Stations from Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia stations. I would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. Call sign here is BE1JBL. Name here is Jim. Stations from Nova Scotia. Go ahead.
Echo 1 Zulu Bravo.
One FOX. Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor, mobile, V1 KEV.
1 Zulu X-ray, V1 ZX.
Victor Echo 1, Julie, V1 JW.
Okay, I'll tell you who I got here so far. I got VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 FOX, VE1 KEV, VE1 Zulu X-ray, VE1 JW. Who did I miss from Nova Scotia? Come on in.
V1 GUR.
And I got Joe on the end. Top of the list, Mike, VE1 Zulu Bravo in Oxford, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, V1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to everybody on the net tonight. Nothing to report from Oxford. Busy day here. I guess spent part of the afternoon going over the generator, giving it some TLC. It did a great job for us, and spent almost 2 weeks over in Prince Edward Island. So anyways, like I said, it deserved a little bit of TLC, and it got that today. So nothing else to report from Oxford. VE1 Zulu Bravo.
VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 JBL. Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, I've already cleaned up and everything on the generator here. It did a great job for 11 days. Never missed a beat there. All I had to do was add a little oil each time that I was adding gas. So besides that, she ran like a top there. So it sure did a good job there. That's for sure. Very good, Mike. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Let's go down to 3 Mile Plains and see Curtis. VE1 FOX. VE1 JBL. Come on in, Curtis.
Hey, Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima, Victor Echo 1, Foxtrot X-ray, here in 3 Mile Plains. Good evening to you, Jim. Good evening to all other operators on there. You must have missed me on the first round there on the short time. I guess I didn't get in there. But anyways, we're here. That's all that matters. Today, wet all day. 15 degrees, and I think you got around about 20, 21 degrees there this afternoon. So, I don't know what you'll do tomorrow. Probably rain again. But anyway, that's all right. It's fall time, and we used to get a lot of rain down here in the... Well, we're going to hold it, Jim. Thanks for calling me into the net, and thanks for doing it there. You do such a great job. So, all you do have, all have done is a great job. We'll get after a while. We don't get tons of shit around here. Anyhow, we'll get back to Jim. One JBL with the Maritime Victor Oscar Trey here, 3 Mile Plains. Have a great day, Jim, and back to you.
VE1 FOX, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Curtis. Yeah, good on everything there. And yeah, we really need the rain. We got to fill these wells up here before the freeze over here. So I don't mind a little bit of rain. Like you say, it is the fall now, so it is into the rainy season here. So let's get everything topped up here before things freeze. So, but at least it wasn't a real dry summer. It's not as like I've seen in other summers there. But anyways, yeah, it'd be good to get those wells topped up before the freeze there. Thanks, Curtis. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. And Kevin, I forgot you on mobile there. VE1 KEV, VE1 JBL. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good evening, Jim. V1JBL for the Wednesday Night Fusion Net. V1KEV, good evening there, and good evening to all on the net there tonight, Mike and Curtis and all the whole crew there for sure. Still a beautiful evening. I got 20 degrees here on the dashboard there, and my goodness, it's just quite lovely. And we just finished dropping Lily off at the Halloween spooky dance at the high school. Now we're going to make our way and grab I think an apple cinnamon tea and a donut there and listen to the rest of the net there, Jim. So we'll let her go, and thanks for calling us in, and you Wendy have a great evening there. V1JBL, V1KEV Mobile 73.
Yeah, okay, very good, Kevin. VE1KV, VE1JBL, very good. No problem at all there. And yeah, you guys have a great weekend. And by the way, Wendy just finished her harvest today. QSL?
Hey, right on. Good stuff. Gonna come out and see her one of these days. Hi.
Yeah, okay, very good, Kevin. Have yourself a great evening, 7-3 for now. And let's go down to Two Islands to see Brad. VE1 Zulu X-Ray, VE1 JBL. Good evening.
I guess it was for generator maintenance, eh? We did change the oil and hours and give it a once over. Thanks, Jim, for doing the net. Thanks for checking me in. V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-Ray, Two Islands.
VE1 ZX, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Brad. I missed the first half of your conversation there. I'm having trouble with the radio tonight here. I'm not getting some of the conversation here until I click the mic twice here. So I'm not sure if it's a little problem with the radio or not here. I did hear you care for the generator, but I didn't get anything before that, Brad. Try it again.
Okay, Jim. We'll give her another try here. Good evening, and yeah, quite mild here in Two Islands there too, Jim. Let me see if I'm transmitting here. Yeah, see myself on the screen anyway, so I must be transmitting. And good evening to Kevin and Curtis and Mike there in Oxford. And I guess it was the week maintenance on the generators there, Jim, because I did some change the oil and went over it there a bit. So good for the rest of the winter there. Thanks, Jim, for doing the net. Thanks for checking me in. V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-Ray, Two Islands.
Yeah, okay, very good, Brad. Yeah, you were good that time. I think it's a problem on this radio. It's happened before where I see the lights come on, the red and the blue light come on, but I'm not hearing anything, and I have to actually click the microphone and let it go again before, and then all of a sudden the voice will come in. So I'm just not sure what's going on here. Might be a minor flaw with this. It's the old 7250 that I have here, so might be just a minor flaw with that one. But anyways, we got everything that time. Yeah, good. And I imagine it would be nice down there in Two Islands there today. Yeah, everybody's getting their generators. It's a long winter, Brad, so they may be taken out of for more service here before the winter sets in. That's for sure. Anyways, thanks, Brad. Have yourself a great evening there, 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Kingston and see Eric, VE1JW, VE1JBL. Good evening.
VY2JC. VY2JC, this is Victor Echo 1 Alpha Sierra.
I didn't do mine other than pull it out the other day, and did mine last week. So I run for a little while, and fresh gas, and put engine gas and check the oil, and we're clear, ready for when we need it. It won't, but there's always that possibility. So I like to keep it charged up and ready to go. Gas and full of oil, and hopefully when it comes, it'll fire. Other than that, didn't do a lot today. Ears a little bit, so running around this afternoon, got a bunch of airs done, and other than that, didn't a whole lot. It's just little things. So we're just here relaxing and enjoying the net. V1 JW.
VE1JW, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Eric. Yeah, good on everything there. And by the way, I was talking to Steve either last night or this morning, and he has the other tower on the other side of the yard where he's going to put the G5 RV. So the other tower is now in place. So all he has to do is get up there and get his G5 RV up and tied on to the two posts, and he'll be up on HF for the winter there, Eric. So anyway, that's the latest news I have from out on the farm in Warren. Anyways, very good, Eric. Thanks for coming in for sure, and have yourself a great evening. Okay, let's go down to see Joe, VE1GUI, VE1JBL. Come on in.
V1GBL, V1GUI. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to everyone on Frigate. Going up the back door there and say good evening to him. And everybody else that's still coming around. Yeah, we've had rain here as you was calling first call in there, and the rain was coming down pretty hard. Again, so. And we had 25 minutes. Oh, now we got 37. So we had a good little call come through here then. 37 mils. So that's a fair amount of rain. A little soggy, imagine, from here on out. Then when deer hunting season starts, the rain starts. I always say we always get a berth ready to go hunting and knock us off and go into it. So, we made that starting to do the little tricks again. All that stuff. Had to cross brooks, so couldn't cross them. Had to get a ramp, something good to do it, but we didn't. So anyway, thanks for calling me in there, Jim. You enjoy the evening. V1GUI.
VE1GUI, VE1JB. Okay, very good, Joe. Good on everything there. Thanks very much for taking part there tonight, and have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, first round Nova Scotia completed. First round PEI completed. Let's head into New Brunswick. Any stations from New Brunswick that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net? Any stations? Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, VE9, PKV.
VE9 Victor Echo Alpha.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November, V9DEN.
Victor Echo 9 Alpha India, V9 AI.
Okay, that's a fine start for New Brunswick there. I'll tell you who I have here so far. I have VE9 PKV, VE9 BEA, VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE9 OSK, VE9 DEN, and VE9 Alpha India. Anybody else from New Brunswick that I missed? Stations from New Brunswick, go ahead.
V9 Mike Whiskey. Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Victor Echo 9 Uniform Bravo.
Okay, I'm not sure if there was a double there or not. I got two more stations. I got VE9MWW and VE9CUB. Was there anybody else from New Brunswick?
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, V9 Italian.
Okay, Bert, I got you on the end there, VE9PA. And top of the list, VE9TKB, VE1JBL for Bean. How's things over in Sackville tonight? Go ahead.
VE1JBL, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen speaking from Sackville. Things are usual, normal. I expect some rain tonight. I don't know how much, but that's what's anticipated. We had some, but it's not been a bad day today. No other traffic, 73 to all. And thanks very much for doing the net, Jim. Really appreciate it. 73 to all.
Yeah, okay, very good for me. No problem at all there. Yeah, I think they're giving 15 to 20 millimeters for our area here tonight here. So it'll be a little dumping there, but it's supposed to clear out by tomorrow morning, I think, again there. So anyways, have yourself a great evening, and thanks very much for taking part in that there tonight. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Northern New Brunswick, up to Crackety and see Vern, VE9, VEA, VE1JBL. How's things up north there, Vern? Go ahead.
VE1 JBL, Wednesday Night Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequency. Well, Jim, I think I'm the only guy probably that can claim being in two places at one time. So I'm northeast of Brunswick, and I'm also a little southeast of Nome. So there you go, Jim. I'm going to claim that one from my distinctive location. Anyhow, Jim, you're doing a fine job as usual, that's for sure, and that's running along pretty good. So, we'll go from there. We wish everybody on frequency a fantastic evening. Great wake-up call tomorrow. 7-3s to all. 88s to ladies, especially with the unit scanner and shortwave fishing are going to turn back to you. VE1 JPL Net Control. VE9 Victor Echo Alpha. 7-3, Jim. Thanks for doing the net, calling us in and putting up with my foolishness for another week. Hopefully we'll be around to aggravate the airways again next week. 7-3, Jim. 7-3, everybody. Bye-bye.
VE9, VEA, VE1, JBL. Okay, very good, Vern. Good on everything there, and yeah, we'll look forward to hearing you next week there for sure. So 7-3 for now. Thanks very much. Let's go into Irishtown and see Mike, VE9 MTV, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Michael.
Yeah, Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima with the Maritime Fusion. Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to Vern and Praveen and everybody else checking in. Yeah, for some reason, when you came back there after you called in all the New Brunswick station, I saw your call sign come up on the WiresX software, but no audio. And all of a sudden, it sort of timed out, and the software went out and then came back just in time to hear you call in Praveen. So we're having a little dropout for almost everybody that's talking there. So I'm sort of wondering if it's either the server in Amherst or the server in Japan that's causing the problem. We've had this for probably 2-3 weeks at least, even more. But yeah, it's kind of odd that sometimes dropouts for a good 3-4 seconds there before we get the audio back. So just wondering what's going on. And I did the Triple F net there on Friday. I offered to do the net. Also offered my services as net control if ever they have issues they can't find anybody. So I'll do the Triple F net if I can. But yeah, I sort of like to see it continue because
that's one of the problems. If there's no regular people doing the nets and no schedule, it's going to die down. If you're not regularly there and people are waiting for you, it's not going to last long. So hopefully we'll get that corrected there and get everything back on track and have a good net there on Friday night. So back to you, Jim. Have a good net, and thanks for calling me and thanks for doing the net. I think I'm the one doing next week's net, so we'll say 7-3 till then. Have a good week there. VE1JBL, VE9MTV.
VE9MTV, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Mike. I'm glad you mentioned about the dropouts, and it wasn't just me because, yes, I've had several people chatting here tonight there to drop out different times. And it has happened on this before here, so it might be the server at the site. I'm glad you said they were dropped out because I thought it was maybe just me here, but anyways, yeah, it has been happening, that's for sure. So, but very good. Yeah, good. I've been getting emails from Charles and Malcolm about the Friday night net there, and yeah, if they can't get anybody in the Fredericton area, and they're going to go outside for net controllers, then I can see their point about changing the net name to just the Friday night net instead of the Friday night Fredericton net there, because they can't seem to get any operators in Fredericton to take this on here. So we may just have to call it the Friday night Fusion net here. So we'll see what happens down the road there for sure. So very good, Mike. Good and everything. Thanks very much for taking part there. And yes, you are on next week. I'm always the last of the month, and you're the first of the month. That's how we have it set up there. So we'll hear you on there next Wednesday night on the net there for sure. 7-3 for now. Thanks very much for coming in there. Okay, let's go see Oscar, VE9OSK, VE1JBL. How's things tonight, Oscar?
VE1JBL, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo, and everybody tonight. Everything's fine. Just another beautiful day here today, and raining right now. It's a good thing. We like to have it at the nighttime and nice in the daytime. Tomorrow should be nice also again there. No traffic here. Just want to give you a mark for the slate, and we're doing the net. 7-3 P.M. Victor Echo Sierra Kilo.
VE9OSK, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Oscar. Thanks very much for checking in from the up there tonight. Sure, I do appreciate it there, and have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Dalhousie, up in northern Ontario. We won't go that far. Let's go to northern New Brunswick and see Denny. VE9DEN, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Good evening, Jim. Good evening to everyone aboard on the net here this evening. Like every place else, I think that everyone had a great day here as far as weather goes. It was beautiful over here, but no traffic. Just wanted to say hi and put the call sign somewhere in the book or on the computer or whatever. To keep it up there, and I like that. That's great. 7-3, Jim, and 88 to all the ladies in there. VE1, I just kind of forgot your call sign. No, DGL, Bravo, Juliet Lima. There you go. VE9DEN, then you hear way up north there, where we're waiting for about 2 feet of snow sometimes. It's going to come, I know it.
VE9DEN, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Denny. Yeah, no problem at all there. And you're looking for that 2 feet of snow already. Oh my goodness, no. We don't want any of that foolishness already. That's for sure. But anyways, thanks Denny for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Fredericton and see Gary. VE9AI, VE1JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, net control, VE9AI. Good evening, everybody. Mike and yourself. And anyway, you've been coming in. No and Mike was in there strong, but I did hear station before that were a bit of breakup in them for sure. So it's a weird situation. Not much here. It's been raining for the last 3 days, I guess, and in the pattern here, it knocked the leaves on. Next door is 2 big oak trees, great big ones, and the prevailing that direction, they all wanted to fall in my yard, so I had it raked up once, but need to, and I guess. Anyway, once the rain stops, we'll have to get those done up again. So, anyway, not much else new here, I guess. So, everyone have a great week, and roll, BE9AI, in for
VE9AI, VE1JBLK, very good, Gary. Got everything there. And yeah, you were broken up too, Gary. The whole conversation. Like, we get the whole conversation because it only breaks up for a second. It beeps for a second, then it comes back in, and then it goes on for a few seconds, then beeps again, and goes back in again. So I get the conversation. It's just it's just monotonous, this going in and going out here. But it did on you, this whole conversation. But we did get everything you say there about the oak tree, the leaves coming down, everything like that. So very good. But yeah, there seems to be a problem there somewhere. But we're working our way through it. Thanks, Gary, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Let's go back in the mountain and see Mike. VE9MWW, VE1JBL. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening there, Jim, and good evening to everybody else on the net. Just a quick check-in there for you, and I'll say 73s to everybody, and V9 Mike Whiskey, and I'll be cool.
VE9 Mike Whiskey, VE1JBLT. Very good, Mike. Hopefully you're hearing me here because I'm looking at the software on the site. And I'm not even coming up here as transmitting here right now. There I am. So there's a lag someplace, that's for sure. Yeah, I just came up on the screen there as going back to you there. So very good, and absolutely no problem with you. You came in that time, and there was not a miss of the beat at all there. So it just seems to be very random there. So, anyways, Mike, thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. And let's stay in the mountain area and come in and see Don, VE9CUB, VE1JBL.
Victor Echo 1 JBL. This is Victor Echo 9 Charlie Uniform Bravo. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to everybody on net here this evening. No traffic, just a simple check to say hi. Hope everybody is having a great week, and more importantly, has a great second half of the week. So, I'll give it back to you. 73 to all. Thanks for doing the net, and call me in.
VE9CUB, VE1JBLK, very good, Don. No problem at all there. Solid copy. No breaks up with you when you're coming through the mountain repeater there. So there you go. No problem at all there. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there. Now let's go up to Edmundston and see Bert and see if there's any breakup on his communications there. VE9PIN up in Edmundston, VE1JBL. Come on in, Bert.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, cutting off in there on everybody. 3-4 times, and I guess it's not like I'm not here to voice or it's completely different. Anyway, Stevenson started work this morning with a rain for about an hour, and then it was muggy. Like I said, it's still 18 degrees. 73 12. Have a good evening and good week. So there, have to reach Vern. Vern is talking that heard on scanners there that well, Vern there on the Hoarder. So I'm going to be able to spare radio here on digital on something else. So, turn on that. Get that digital scaler somehow. Be able to monitor where it represents evening to all and good rest of the week.
VE9, PIN, VE1, JBL. Okay, very good, Bert. Good on everything there, and the info to Vern there. So hopefully Vern picked that up there, and maybe you guys want to chat about it maybe after the net is over there. So we'll see how it happens there after the net's over. Very good. Thanks, Bert, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, we've completed the first round of the Maritime Fusion Net for the Maritimes, so let's open it up for any stations outside the Maritimes. Any stations outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, this is your time. Come on in. Nothing heard from anybody outside the Maritimes. One more try here. Outside the Maritimes. Anybody from outside the Maritimes would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, this is your time. Come on in. Okay, nothing heard. Now let's start the second round. We're 45 minutes past the hour here, so let's start our second round. Second round from Prince Edward Island. Anybody from PEI that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, come on board. Any stations from Prince Edward Island, any stations from PEI that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, this is your time. Come on in. Nothing heard from PEI, so let's go back to Nova Scotia. Second round from Nova Scotia. Anybody want to check into the Maritime Fusion Net? Second round. This is your time. Come on in.
Echo 1, Mike Uniform India, Mobile, VE1,
Victor Echo 1, Bravo, India, Charlie, VE1, BIC.
Okay, I got two stations that time. I got Matt, VE1 MUI Mobile, VE1 BIC Ron. Anybody else from Nova Scotia? Any other stations from Nova Scotia that I missed or would like to check into the net? This is your time. Go on board.
Victor Echo 1, Charlie Sierra Echo. VE1 Sierra.
Okay, and Robert, I got you at the end there. VE1CSE. Top of the list, Matt Mobile, VE1 MUI, VE1 JBL. Where are you to tonight, Matt? Go ahead.
VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net, VE1 MUI Mobile, being there, Jim. Everybody on the net tonight. I am in my way to St. John. I've got the truck booked tomorrow into the dealership there at the bottom. I've got some cracks showing up in the coat on the to fix that under warranty. Thank God, truck's only here. So, and I've had to find myself a loaded thing up to pass on to another trucker there waiting, and he's gonna keep going down south with it. So, worked out good for me. Pays my way up. And bit of drizzle here in Moncton, plus 18.5, a little bit of drizzle. Nothing too serious. Anyway, have a good week. You want JBL in it?
VE1MUI mobile, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Matt. Good and everything. Sorry about the problems with the truck there and the cracks. Yeah, you get that figured out there for sure there. And just when you mentioned about the drizzle, I just walked outside to have a look-see, but it's not doing anything here in Tignish here. So, but still mild, very mild. But anyways, okay, Matt. Thanks very much for checking in. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening. Let's go to Amherst and see Ron. VE1BIC, VE1JBL. Good evening.
V1JBL, V1BIC. Good evening. I just remembered about the net there. I usually end up working night at this time, so I don't get on it. Yeah, thunderstorms in the forecast for our area tonight, so that'll be interesting. Certainly not October weather. That we're not complaining. Hey, yeah, I got your note about there, so can only Gary G. Yeah, passed away. So yeah, another former club member there. All right, that's all from here, and have a good net there. And hi to all those still on frequency. VEL, VE1BIC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. And just for your information, you're on the Moncton repeater, but you're coming through loud and clear. Absolutely no problem at all. I thought maybe you were mobile, but I think you're home there. But I think your radio got on the Moncton repeater there, MFR there. And that's what it's showing up when you're transmitting there, QSL.
Oh, okay, interesting to know. I'm just using a mag mount too here. I don't have my outside antenna fixed, so yeah, that's interesting. Okay, good to know I can get in that far. V1BI.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, that's good with just the mag mount there. So good stuff. Okay, Ron, have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. And let's go down to see Robert. Oh my goodness. New minus. I knew there was an M in there someplace. VE1CSE, VE1JBL. Come on in.
V1JBL, V1CSE returning. Good evening to you, Jim. On frequency. At first, I tried coming in through Glenmont there through the repeater with portable, but well, after several tries, no one heard me. So I had to switch over to the node here. Yeah, I also emailed Warren to see what was going on there with regards to the not being able to. Anyway, 7-3 for now. Hope you and yours have yourselves a great safe evening, everyone. Look forward to your check-ins with the Maritime 2-meter wake-up map. Pass back the net control. Good evening to you, Jim. 7-3, VE1 JBL, VE1 CS.
VE1 CSE, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Robert. It is showing that it's on. The VE1 AEH repeater is on. I know they got it up and running there, but there is problems tonight here, Robert. And even you're on your personal node, going directly into the system there, and you were still broken up a couple of times here. So there is a fluke in the system here tonight. And I just got an email from George VY2GF, who always checks into our net. I just got an email from him. He said that he tried on short time, he tried on the first time with PEI, and he tried on the second time with PEI, and he couldn't get into the net there. So there definitely is a problem there for sure there. So anyways, but we'll muddle through with what we got here. So anyways, thanks, Robert, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, so that was the second round of Nova Scotia. So let's try New Brunswick and see what we can pick out of that mess there, because we seem to be having a few problems here. So second round for New Brunswick. Come on in. I'll try and pick you up there. Go ahead.
Victor Echo 9, Hotel Victor. Victor Echo 9, Hotel Victor.
Victor Echo 9, Juliet, Charlie Tango, V9, JCT. Metro 1, Tango Ski Hotel, Mobile VE9, VE1 TWH.
Okay, I got 3 stations at a time. I got VE9HV, VE9JCT, and VE1TWH mobile. Any other stations from New Brunswick? I'm trying to pick you up there. There's seems to be a flaw here tonight, but come on in. We'll try it again. Any other stations from New Brunswick? Go ahead.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Oscar Mobile, VE9MO.
And Malcolm, I got you mobile Oscar, Oscar. Also, I'm tongue-tied here tonight. Okay, let's take 2 mobile stations first. Tom, geez, I haven't heard from you for a while there. VE1 TWH, VE1 JBL up in the New Brunswick area. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, VE1 TWH mobile. Yeah, good evening, Jim. Good evening, fellows on net. Just into Fredericton for meetings for work and visit my son in Ormondale. Yeah, been a long shot with on title Wednesday nights and haven't made the net in the absence of. Yeah, it's just 7-3 to all and good evening. VE1 JBL, 1 TWH in VE9.
VE1 TWH, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Tom. Yeah, good to hear from you. Yeah, it has been quite a while there. And I haven't got your renewal of dues for the club this year, Tom. I don't know if you're doing it or not, but anyways, I'll just give you a quick reminder here, anyways, about the club dues for this year. So, anyways, like I say, it's just a reminder, just in case you'd misplaced them or whatever there. So, anyways, but good to hear. Yeah, it's been quite a while there. So I'm up in the Fredericton area there tonight. So good stuff. Very good, Tom. Thanks very much for coming in. You're sounding good. No problem at all there. So have yourself a great evening up there. Okay, let's go. Speaking of mobile in the Fredericton area, let's try VE9MO. Welcome. Very good evening.
Good evening, Jim. VE1, JBL, VE9, Mike Oscar Mobile. Just getting back to the Handel area. Sort of my second trip in for extracurricular activities for my son. Football earlier, and now he's off to the homecoming dance. So socialize that boy. So anyway, yeah, nice mild. I heard you mention that. It's really nice to have summer. Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't switch too far over the other way too quickly, and hopefully we don't go right into winter. We need a little thing. Anyway, Jim, thanks for doing that, and $3 VE9 Mike Oscar Mobile.
VE9MO, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Malcolm. Yeah, no problem at all there. Yes, let's hold off on that white stuff for a while here anyway. So, good stuff. Anyways, have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Okay, let's go into VE9HV, VE1 JBL. My goodness, I'll get my check sheet out here. I know he's in Petticoat or Barry's Mills or someplace like that. VE9HV, VE9 JBL. Sorry about that. Come on in.
Yeah, Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. This is Victor Echo 9, Hotel Victor. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to everybody in the net. The name here is Raj. I'm coming to you from Moncton, actually. And I'm coming to you from the VE9 MFR repeater. Seems to be working great tonight. Got back from a grocery run there. I checked into the Lunenburg net. I was driving and back home, and I hit the radio, and it was your net. I give you a mark for your book. Anyways, 7-3, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. VE1 JBL, V9 HV.
VE9HV, VE1JB. Okay, very good, Rod. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight. There, yeah, you're coming through the mountain repeater. That seems to be working fine. We're not missing any. We're not missing a beat on anything off the mountain repeater there. So good stuff. Very good. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Jean-Claude, how's things up in the Shediac area? VE9JCT, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, well, good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to all on it. Rod just going out the door before me. And all in all, yeah, I doing some paperwork here. I guess you have to do that once in a while. And oh, what a nice day it was today. Did my short time biking early this morning around 7 o'clock. It was still dark when I left, but anyway, just about maybe an hour. Took my time relaxing and did some other stuff around the house today. Perfect time for that. So no complaints at all, Jim. So thanks for calling me in, and thanks for doing the net. And 7-3 to all listening from Shediac, New Brunswick. Back to you, Jim. Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango.
VE9JCT, VE1JB. Okay, very good, Jean-Claude. No problem at all there. And I see you're coming through the Amherst repeater, and we didn't miss a beat that time at all in the Amherst repeater. No dropouts or anything, so it's a strange thing for sure what's going on there this evening. But anyways, have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for taking part there. 7-3 for now. Okay, so we've done 2 rounds of the Maritime provinces here, so what we're going to do now is just open up to anybody inside or outside the Maritimes. I would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. Come on in.
Victor Yankee 2, Juliet Charlie.
Lima, VE1OL.
Okay, I got 2 stations that time. I got Joe, VY2JC, and I got Aubrey, VE1OL. Any other stations inside or outside the Maritimes? I'd like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. More stations. Go ahead. Okay, I thought I'd give a little extra time there because there seems to be an awful delay here this evening. But anyways, Joe, very good evening. VY2JC, VE1JBL. How's things on the mud flat tonight?
Muddy. No, it's not too bad. VE1JBL and the Maritime Fusion Net. The VY2 Juliet. Good evening, Jim. It didn't take long to for them to put Allison's thing selling on the net on the Maritime. There he was. I just told you, and I come down from supper and to check into that net, and they said 2 selling keys, and I went, well, that's anyway. I don't know if you were doing that on here or not, but I'll say condolences to the family and friends of the South Keys and Jerry and Allison. Unfortunately, this time I knew the both of them there. Thanks for doing the net, Jim. Coming in on the Peter, and the reason why is because it's just a little bit better signal than the Amherst repeater, so I want to make sure I make it. So that's why I checked in from over there. Thanks, Jim. 7-3. V1JBL. Into the mud flap. Over.
VY2JC, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Joe. Yeah, no problem at all there. And yeah, I'll when I get in there tonight, I'll put Allison's obituary on the Maritime Amateur website there for everybody to see there. So, and I already got Jerry on there today there also. So, yeah, very good. Good on everything there. And yeah, you're coming through very. You just dropped out once that whole time you were talking. You just dropped out once there. So, no problem at all there. Very good. Okay, Joe. Thanks very much. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, Aubrey, VE1OL up in Quispam Sis, VE1JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, hi Jim, and hi everybody on the net tonight. I've been trying to call in several times, but don't seem to be getting through for some reason or other. I'm just using Moira's X here. Since we don't have a repeater around here, I'm just using my handheld. And if I was on the base station, I could go through Greenwood. And always able to go through Greenwood okay. A beautiful, beautiful, hot, sunny day here today. The flowers are still blooming along my sidewalk that leads to the front door. I haven't been hit by frost yet. And I noticed late today I was going by that area and there was a bee. So I tell you, things are really like summer here. And this morning it was shirt sleeve weather, just beautiful. Anyway, that's enough from me, and I'm sorry to hear about the Silent Keys. I know those on the White Cane net and on the Maritime net tonight. So it's a busy net night for sure. Nice to hear you doing the net there, Jim. Thanks for having me in, and we'll wish everybody a good evening. This is VE1OL.
VE1OL, VE1JBLT, very good, Aubrey. Yeah, thanks very much for coming in there tonight. There, yeah, we seem to be having a few problems here tonight here, so I'm sure some of the guys are getting frustrated out here, and they're not getting in there tonight there. So I'll keep it a little spaced in between here, and hopefully we can get some more stations in there before we shut down there. So very good, Aubrey. Thanks very much. Have yourself a great meeting. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, that's the bottom of the list here. So let's open it up again for any stations from anywhere that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. I'll leave a little extra space here, see if I can pick you up there, because we're having some problems here tonight. So VE1JBL standing by. Any other station like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, go ahead.
Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie, V3AC.
Okay, I have Frank in there, VE3AC. I'll take another standby here. Anybody else like to check into the net? Go ahead.
VEA1 Victor Charlie.
And hi, Don. Another stranger I haven't heard from for a while there. VA1 Victor Charlie, we got you. I'll take another standby. Anybody else that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net? Go ahead. Okay, nothing heard. Top of the list, Frank. How things up in Sudbury? VE3 Alpha Charlie, VE1JBL. Good evening.
VE1 JBL Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie. Everything's here. And that you guys are getting, you have to thank me. Expect some thank you there in the mail shortly, because I sent it your way. Hi. Actually, last week in the middle of the week we had not snow but a lot of frost. In fact, it made here trip to drive on. We ended up having 20 cars left one morning and 10 cars left
treacherous, well area of 70 that had a 10 in the morning, and then on Saturday we went to plus 18, plus 19. Right, that time of year. So I sent that beautiful weather your way, and regrettably, I believe what's going to come your way next is quite a bit of showers, which, you know, at least is better than the white stuff. So I'll take it with a grain. But anyways, other than that, glad to hear you guys in there, and that's about it for me on this side. So hopefully everyone's doing well, and we chat again next week. This is Victor Echo 3, Holly, waving a hand your way and say 23 to all.
VE3AC, VE1 JBLT, very good, Frank, and everything. Yeah, and I see just behind you there that it's cooled off in the west there. All of the west is down to the lowest single digits there. And I noticed for the first time today that all three territories were in the minus temperatures today there. So that's a good barometer that winter is on the way, that's for sure. Very good, Frank. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great week at 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to see the Dawn and get the latest wildlife report there. VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1 JBL, come on in.
Yeah, my fingers are all stiffening up. I'm working in my shop there. Good evening, Jim and everyone on the net. I missed most of that. I haven't been able to get in, like experiencing with guys in Brunswick, so I just have listening. So, and sometimes I move away from the radio, don't get in. But good evening to everyone, and I do have a deer story happened today there. Wait, before I get to that, I noticed on the news tonight there was a little article about the USS Ford. I thought they said that she's never sailed to the U.S. yet. She's supposed to be in Halifax Harbor Friday, and he was down there. That's the biggest thing around, I guess. They're floating out over the years on those things. So anybody sorry, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said on there. But anyway, there's the deer not around too much, but they were here and it took me a little while to think what the heck is going on here. But anyway, with deer, and I think it was 20 after 7, and I drank coffee trying to get away. Stiffness wore out, brain cleared, I guess you call it brain fog, and there were pine trees on the left side. Sometimes in the early week late, my pine trees, and it looks like they got a up on the back up or sideways. And it always ends up being as a deer. So anyway, the deer nibbled on a little bit, and then they went down to the bottom of the driveway, and I just went sipping away. And then all of a sudden, I put my head up and for something, a cup of tea down, and I looked down the driveway out to the pavement there, and it was a big doe in the middle of the driveway. And wow, was that thing spit or what? You can't stand in the middle of the road any second car down a sharp corner and could knock her off her feet or something. So, and the way she was acting, like I didn't quite know what happened. So anyway, a few seconds later, the car started, and they stopped eating each side of her, but she had just get out, and I think she went to the other side, like the chicken, I guess. And I thought, well, why I must be watching the deer. Well, one of these deer on the other road. Across, took her time. Looks like she's looking up and down the street, and she got across and called her number 1, then number 2, 3, and either 4 or 5. Well, now I was trying to picture this out. They're kind of looking left and right as they walk. They're spacing each other out about here. But anyway, it kind of reminded me of school, like kind of a crossing guard, and she got off and she all the other deer that went across there. I kind of laughed. I hope I'm still coming in. I didn't with my mic there when she cut it. So I guess that's it, Jim. Be in more when I get in quicker, so that's not your fault. 7-3.
BD1 Victor Fairley, BD1 JB. Okay, very good, Don. No problem at all there. Thanks for the update on the animals there and everything. And no problem at all there. So good to have you on board there tonight. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, getting up quarter past the hour here, so let's take another standby. Any late check-ins to the Maritime Fusion Net? We're having a few problems tonight, so I'll give some good space there and see if we can pick anybody else up. Any stations from anywhere, late check-in the Maritime Fusion Net. Go ahead. Okay, and with that silence, we're going to make this the last call. This will be the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net, for the last one before Halloween. Last net before Halloween here. So this is the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net for October the 26th. Last call. Anybody want to check in? This is your time. Go ahead. And with that silence, we'll close the net at 8:15. And I want to thank the 28 members who checked in tonight. We want to also want to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. I got 26 nodes that were online here tonight. So thanks everybody for that. The recap of the net will be sent out to all members via email when I give the recap, give the reminder here next Wednesday there. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC at www.mikealpha.robycharlie.ca. That's MAARC.ca, and click on Club Activities and Nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritime Room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima V1 JBL, Jim on Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, signing off. Good night all, 7-3.
V9 PIN, V9 PIN, V9 Victor Echo Alpha.
Hello, Vern. How are you in this nice middle of the week?
Hi, Vern. Just come back quick. I heard your comment about the digital. Yeah, I know that. The reason I leave it the way it is, if I try changing it to it's kind of a signature sign-off, so if I change it for different nets, I'll forget the darn thing. The way my head works, I won't remember everything, so I just try to leave it intact and go from there. QSL?
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you lost memory, so you're reading out of the... It's roughly like... I wake up there. I got a list of what to do. Wake up, go to the toilet, and wash the face, then go for breakfast, then go to work.
QSL, yeah. That's both sides of it. I don't have the thing printed out, so like I say, if I did, I'd have to change the print and have 2 or 3 sheets of paper. So it's a lot easier to leave her intact, and if it doesn't apply to the situation, it'll get bypassed anyhow. So that's the size of it. Okay, Bert, just thought I'd let you know. Trust everything's going good with you and Natalie there, and all's well with you for sure. Take care of yourself up there, big guy, and we'll talk to you later. VE9 Victor Echo Alpha is going to clear with VE9 PIN for now. Bye-bye.
Okay, Vern, 7-3, yeah, I was wondering there, maybe I said, since those guys are closer to Moncton or Halifax or whatsoever bigger towns, maybe somebody found a scanner to track up the T on the province anyway. Okay, Vern, I gotta run to the shower. So, before the shower looks at me too much and decide not to go, well, I have to go. 7-3 all around. VP9 PIN will be monitoring on the radio once again.